let's review some Lego. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Lize and I'm a Disney Plush collector from the UK, but I do all things Disney on this channel, so if that interests you then make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you're always notified when there's a new video from me. So happy Tuesday. Today is going to be a little bit different as we're going to be reviewing and building some Lego. So if you didn't see my living room tour earlier this month, I will leave a card up above, but you will notice that there was a Lego Disney Castle that was in the box on a shelf. As it transpires, when I was googling what shelf would fit that castle, we put that shelf as the size that the internet told us the castle was going to be, and it turned out that that was just the box. So I've since had to do a little move around, and I think I've had to move the shelf down 3 points to get the castle in, but it does fit now, and I have successfully completed the Lego Disney Castle, but it was not without difficulty. This is the Lego Disney Castle 71040, which did get discontinued last year, I think. So my parents got us this years ago, and it's just been sat in my mum and dad's living room waiting for when we had a house to build it in. I thought we were going to build it together, but I've built it on my own, just with a little bit of help from Joe when I'm getting a bit frustrated, because sometimes there's those pieces that no matter how hard you push and the fact that you're told to put it there, it just won't go. So Joe has come in for a few bits, but mostly I have been doing this while he's been cooking our dinner, and we've just been chatting while I build it, and it did take me longer than I wanted it to, but I will go over that after I've shown you the little vlog I did while I was doing it. But if you were hoping that I was building the new set, which is the Lego Disney Castle 43222, then you are mistaken. That is the Disney 100 one that has only just been released. It got released like a few days before I started doing this, and I already have one. I don't know as I'd be able to sell it. I didn't want to buy a new one and have two, so I've just stuck with my old one. But unfortunately they have added some things that make the new one nicer, like the base looks like the moat, whereas mine is just plain grey on the bottom. They've added different characters, but with the Lego minifigures, I don't think that's such a big deal. I can just add any characters I want. So if you were hoping this was a Lego build of the new one, you are sorely mistaken. I'm sure you will be able to find videos like that on YouTube, but I am building the old one. So without further ado, I'm going to go into my vlog of me building it. Hello, it is the 15th of June. It's just gone 4 o'clock. I've finished work for the day, and I thought, while I've got about an hour between me finishing work and Joe getting home, why don't I start the Lego Disney Castle? So I've done a bit of research. There are 14 bags, so if I did a bag a day, it would be done in 2 weeks. I will probably get to do a bit more than that. I might be able to do a couple of bags a day on the weekend and things. So I'm going to document my progress, see how long each bag takes. So like I said, it's just gone 4 o'clock. Let's see how long the first bag is going to take. Okay, so here's my instructions. Try an unnumbered bag. 1, 2, 3, 4 bags that say number 1 on them. So let's see how long this takes. I've been working on it for an hour, and I'm nowhere near finished bag 1. So this is where I'm at. It keeps falling apart because of the poof situation, and I've got quite a lot in the bags, so I'm going to condense it down to 1 bag, put it on the bookcase and come back to it tomorrow because I just feel deflated. We are back it is the next day, the 16th of June. We are going to attempt to finish bag 1, but I'm not doing it in here because the poof is just not flat enough, so I'm going to try it in the kitchen, see if I can do it in the kitchen. But I've got about an hour. I'm going to see whether I can finish bag 1. I don't know how, but something's in the wrong place, and I've just had such a bad day that this is like the last straw. I thought this would be a nice calming thing to do after work, but I don't know where I've gone wrong. Possibly yesterday, because I took it apart 3 times yesterday. So I'm going to see how good this little tool is, and I'm going to start from scratch at 4:30 on a Friday. Let's go. Right, let's try this again. I've got 25 minutes. Let's see how far I can get. Didn't even get as far as I did yesterday. We'll have to work on it tomorrow or later on. And that's where bag 1 has gotten me. It's taken an hour, and I'm gonna just leave it there for the day. So I will be back when I'm doing bag 2. It's Sunday the 18th of June, 2 days since I finished bag 1. I've got about half an hour to kill, so I sorted out all of the bags, and there's only 1 bag 2 instead of 5 bag 1s. So I'm gonna see whether I can get bag 2 done in half an hour. So the second bag took about half an hour. It was very repetitive. It was just these pillars, and I don't know whether you could tell, but I started to do them in 2s, and it was really difficult because Stitch keeps barking at the neighbours. I kept having to tell him to stop, but it was very stop and start, but it took about half an hour. It's Wednesday the 21st of June. I look a mess because I went to Harry Styles yesterday and it was very hot and it's just messed my hair about. But I'm going to work on bag number 3 and I will update you when I'm done. Update, I didn't actually finish it and I don't know how long it took because there's a piece missing, so I've had to order that piece. It says it's going to take 7 to 10 business days. Really, Lego? Your fault. And there's a piece missing that's stopping me from progressing, so I'll show you where I'm at. So here there's meant to be a piece and it's on that side. I tried to continue, as you can see, because I put that in, but it's just going to look so ugly because it's on the front of the castle. So I've ordered the piece and we will come back to it when I've got the pieces. It's obviously not ideal because I wanted to get this done rather quickly. We've got people coming over and it's nowhere near done, but that is Lego's fault, quite frankly. I've gone on their bricks and pieces thing, just ordered that one piece. I'm hoping that if there's anything else missing throughout the rest of the bags, which there probably will be, that I'll be able to order that as well, or else I'm going to be on to their customer service because I'm not going through the entire book and working out what's missing in one go. That's not happening. But calling it a day on the 21st of June for about 10 days. So I'll see you in over a week. So it's been a couple of weeks that I haven't been able to build this. I emailed Lego the same day I knew that piece was missing, so the 21st. I got like a holding email on the 22nd that basically said we'll ship it once we've checked the order, because I remember when we built Mum's Haunted Mansion, we needed the equivalent of an entire bag, and they emailed me to question it before shipping it out, and I said, you've put in 2 bag 3s and no bag 2. And they were like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'll send it now. And I was like, don't accuse me of trying to get loads of parts for free. You just didn't do your job properly. So then no one got in touch, and on the 23rd they shipped it, and they said it could be 9 to 12 business days because it's Royal Mail. They should honestly give you the option to like pay for better postage, because I really wanted this built quickly while I have the excitement to build it. Like, it's going to get to the stage where I'm sick of it, and this hasn't helped. So it shipped on the 23rd and I didn't get it till the 3rd of July. So it came in this little package and the piece is just in a bag. It's honestly ridiculous, but that does mean that I can build some today when I finish work. It's the 5th of July. I think I was on bag 3. And obviously I couldn't finish it because of this missing part, so I will do that first and then see whether I've got time to build any more of it basically. But I think I'm on something like 4 hours build time at the moment. Could be a little bit less. Right, this took me 15 minutes and I've done the rest of bag 3. Just look, those are all the spare pieces. So I've had to order a piece when they've given me all of those that I don't need. I mean, could you imagine if that was the right piece? It's not. It's got 2 extra thingies. But
you will probably find one of them stairs.
In another bag, yeah, but like, if they expect me to go through every single bag, they've got nothing coming. Let's see if I can get this done. Just spent half an hour on that. Gotta come back to it because dinner's ready. It's Friday, I've just finished work. So I'm going to work on bag 5, which I believe is 2 bags. I need to put my phone on charge while I film it because I've got really low battery, but I've got about an hour until dinner, so I'm going to see whether I can get bag number 5 done. So this is how it's looking now, and this is what I've just done from bag 5, and that took half an hour. So it's Saturday the 8th of July. I've got a couple of hours in which I could build some Lego, so I just need to get my tripod set up. I had a sneak peek at the bag 6, and it's kind of similar to yesterday in that I'm doing the other side of the castle. So I'm going to do that in front of the TV because there's a party going on across the road that I'd be able to hear from the kitchen. And I'm watching Queen Charlotte on Netflix, so I'm going to do that in there, and then I might come in the kitchen and do bag 7, but I'm not 100% sure yet. That took an entire hour. I remember very clearly why I stopped doing Lego on the sofa, because it's just awful. I'm also missing a piece. I'm trying to see if it's fell anywhere. So it's just there. I'm gonna go and see whether I've got it in my spares box.
A few moments later.
I do. The trusty little spares box that I'm getting from Spares is helping me now, because I would have been so annoyed if I needed to contact Lego again. There it is. I'm going to put it on the castle, and then I think I'm going to give up for today because I don't feel like doing anymore. So it's Sunday the 9th of July. I really want to get halfway through this project now, which means that I'm going to work on bag 7. I have about an hour until Joe gets home, and maybe like an hour and a half until we eat. So I'm actually going to see whether I can do bag 8 as well, but I'm not 100% sure whether I'll be able to, but I'll definitely be able to do bag 7. So let's get that done now. So this piece is missing again. I am honestly fed up of ordering these. There's 2 of those on that page, another one there, another one there. So that's 4. So that's gonna be at least another 2 weeks before this bit's done. So basically there's 2 pieces missing for here, and then more missing pieces, and then I put that on top, and I need that. And I need those, but honestly this is ridiculous because I'm only halfway through and I've had to put in 2 missing bricks orders. There was something that I can't see where it tells you to put the brick in. I haven't got the brick from bag 6 or 5, and I haven't got the brick from here, but there's 2 missing bricks that I've had to order that I don't know when they've been missing since, and then all of this here. I need to keep the bits that are actually for this part somewhere safe, but there's all of these spare bits that I don't seem to have needed, and it's like, why give me them when there's clearly things missing? I need to skip ahead in the book and see whether I can carry on while I wait, but I'm really worried that I won't be able to, and I'm really mad about that. So for reference, that took me 45 minutes. Would have been quicker if I wasn't missing 6 pieces and had to like improvise. So apparently that will all be done when I've got those 6 pieces. So I should be able to quickly go on to bag 8 now. Bag 8 is 2 bags again, because it looks like it's just kind of building on this bit. So let's see if I can do that. It took another half an hour to finish bag 8, but this is now where we are, so that bit is the bit I'm waiting for, but I should be able to continue with the rest before it comes. So it's Monday the 10th of July. I had today off to try and get Eras tour tickets, as you can tell by the Taylor shirt, and Duffy wearing the folklore cardigan as a good luck charm. Joe is going to be back in about an hour, hour and a half, so I'm going to see if I can do more of the Lego Disney Castle. So I ordered the parts yesterday, haven't had a dispatch yet, probably won't get it till tomorrow, but like I said, it isn't affecting the bags that come after. So I'm hoping I could actually complete it and just have those pieces missing. I mean, the fact that I had to contact Lego twice in 8 bags tells me that I'm probably going to have to contact Lego again before I finish. But I'm just going to keep going until a missing part stops me from carrying on. That's the plan. So it's 3:15 and I'm going to set up the Lego and get started. Me again. Done another half an hour. But annoyingly, there's 4 pieces missing from this bag, which means that I cannot finish this piece, which is for here. So as you can see, it looks very incomplete here. I'm hoping it means that I can continue with the rest, because that just kind of goes on there, and I imagine the rest is towards the back. I mean, I can fit it on, but the pieces that are missing are very obviously missing. So I'm going to have to order those again. I am imagining I'm going to get a snotty email from Lego because I've ordered so many pieces in the last few days, but I will honestly just say, give me the pieces, because I've paid for this. It's honestly ridiculous. So that was bag number 9, and I've had to put another order in just a day after putting in another order, but I should be able to continue. I was going to see whether I could do bag 10 as well, because it's just going to be like here. But I'll be completely honest, I don't feel like it. I've been awake since 5, I've had a few cries today, and I've now got to contact Lego, so I just don't want to continue. I might do some more after work tomorrow, but we'll just have to see. So it's Tuesday the 11th of July. I've just finished work. I worked from home today to get Eras tour tickets, which I actually did. I didn't film my reaction because I was just overwhelmed and crying. You didn't need to see that, but let's build some Lego while Joe cooks dinner. So here's all my spare bits that will come in useful next time. And this, how long do you think it took?
An hour.
It took an hour. That. So it's Thursday the 13th of July. There's just 2 bags for number 11, and it corresponds with that. And it's just adding a second layer to that, so hopefully it only takes about an hour. and I think it's took an hour, so we've got another level. So it's Saturday the 15th of July. I've got bags 12, 13 and 14 to do, which are all still that bit I've been working on for bags 10 and 11. So I haven't actually got to get the castle down, which is good. So I'm hoping I could finish it today or tomorrow. And then I'm going to wait until all of the pieces I'm waiting for arrive, and then I'll get the castle down and put it all together. And then we'll be done, which I can't believe. So I'm going to work on bag 12 now and see if I get time for bags 13 and 14. Took about an hour, give or take. That's still taken half an hour. Have I got time to do bag 14? Because it's literally just...
You can try, but I don't think you can by the time to do them.
I can finish it after. Have I got to stop playing now? Okay. The corn on the cob's in position. Quite scared to do this in case it falls. I'm never touching that ever again. Okay, so it's Tuesday the 18th of July and yesterday the missing pieces came for here. So I've got a bag of the things I could do when I came to a stop here. So I'm just going to go through and quickly build that and then pop it on the castle. It's the 20th of July and the final two pieces have arrived. So just to put it into perspective, you can't really see it, but it's just there. There's two pieces missing, so I'm going to put that in. I'm going to be really careful because if you haven't noticed, it does fall apart sometimes. So I might have to glue it at some point. I know that's a bit traitorous, but I need to so it doesn't fall apart every time I dust it. So I'm just going to put those pieces on and then we are done. So just watching that footage back with you, I started it on the 15th of June and the final missing piece arrived on the 20th of July. So from start to finish, it has taken exactly 6 weeks. Now bear in mind that I was only doing it when I had the time, and there was also that period where I couldn't continue until the missing pieces arrived. So I did have to wait 2 weeks. So it would have probably took about 3 or 4 start to finish if the pieces were all there. So in total I contacted Lego 3 times. The first time I did have to wait until those pieces arrived, and the second and third times I could just continue and add them after, although when I was adding them after, certain other pieces were falling off because of the pressure I was applying. It was knocking something else off, so I did get very stressed towards the end because adding those pieces in after the fact was causing problems. So I wasn't very happy with Lego. They haven't questioned me or anything. When me and my mum built her little haunted mansion, there were 2 bag 3s in the box and not a bag 2, and there's not a way on the website to just order the whole bag, so we had to work out from the instructions what we needed, and they contacted me to ask why I was ordering this much Lego. So I explained there was 2 bag 3s and no bag 2, like that's not my fault, that's your end, and they apologised and they sent it, but again we had to wait 2 weeks. I wish there was a way that they would say, do you want to pay for better shipping, because they just send it via Royal Mail, and we live on a road where we don't see the postman every day. So I think my Lego pieces would have arrived one day and then the next day, but they arrived 2 days apart because our postman doesn't visit us every day. And I know that because of when we moved in, so much post came on one day that was an accumulation rather than all of it arriving on the same day. Some of it was bills and it was saying it needed to be actioned by a certain date, and the date on the letter was too long for it to have just arrived on that day. It had been held. So I don't think sending it via Royal Mail helps. I would have happily paid to have it come by DPD or something, because the pieces are free and the postage is free, but it delayed me in doing this video and finishing the castle, so I would have paid a little bit to have it arrive quicker. So that was my main issue, that having to order it on Lego bricks and pieces was slowing down the process and just kind of frustrating me. Towards the end I was so sick of building the Lego because I was anticipating that there would be missing pieces that would stop me. There were more missing pieces than I contacted Lego for, but I got around that by going to the spares I'd collected from previous bags, and there was usually one of those pieces I could use. So the bags aren't done very well. I haven't heard of anyone else having this many problems, but when it's as mass produced as it is, when computers are doing it, there's going to be problems that slip through the cracks, and that's why they have missing bricks and pieces as an option on their website. It did tell you each time how much the piece cost if you were to buy it, and I'm so glad they do it for free, because I would not have wanted to pay for pieces that they did not give me that they should have. To this day, I'm still convinced that a little bit of the castle is built wrong because it wobbles too much, but I followed the instructions to the letter. It just only fixes in at one place. So my rule to visitors of this house is that you admire it with your eyes, not your hands, and I might glue the little bit I'm worried about. I know that's like sacrilege, you're not meant to do it, but I can't even dust it right now because I'm scared of that piece falling off, so I'm probably going to glue it. But with that all being said, it was a fairly fun experience. I say fairly because it did get frustrating when there were missing pieces, but I did enjoy my little hour or so after work that I built the castle in. I wish it would have took less time, because saying it took 6 weeks makes it sound like I did like 30 minutes a day, which I didn't. It's just that there was that 2-week period where I was waiting for the pieces, and I finished the castle a few days before the first of the last 2 piece orders arrived, so that kind of slowed me down as well. So I've worked out how long I think it took me, and I think it took me 11.5 hours when it would normally take 10.5, I believe. So I think the extra hour is just down to the times I've made mistakes, basically, because I did keep in to kind of give you the real experience that I did have to take bag 1 apart and start again. I didn't actually include that time, I don't think, but there were times during this build where I realised I'd put it in slightly the wrong place because the pictures aren't perfect. If you're looking at the base, it's easy to count how many lines you put the brick into, but if it's a little bit staggered, it's really hard to see where the piece needs to go and doesn't become apparent until a few more pages have gone by, and then I have to go back. So I took longer than the average to do it, but some of it was also looking for those missing pieces because I didn't really take that time out. I haven't been putting a timer down. I've just been looking at when I started filming the recording to when I stopped. So I haven't taken out all of those times looking for missing pieces. I was wrong when I said that bag 11 had 2 bags. It actually had 3. It kind of fell down in the box and I didn't see it. Another thing that kind of slowed down the process was that when you open the box, the bags are all randomly placed in there. So I had to take them all out and find out how many were for bag 1, how many were for bag 2. And while we're on that subject, there is no point in numbering them if there's 3 or 4 of the same number. I would have rather have said there's 24 bags, which I think is what they've done with the new one, because I picked up bag 11, thought there were 2 bags, went to do my business. I was about 4 pages into the instructions and couldn't find a piece, so I went and looked in the box and there was a bag 11 in the bottom because I'd messed with them a little bit, so one had fell. But I shouldn't have to be organising it like that, and I should just be able to put my hand in, get one single bag with a number on, and that is just that one bag, because they do put little bags inside the big bags, so I'm not sure why they feel the need to number them if there's going to be multiples of that one number. But it is all built now. Like I said, I did have to sort out the bookcase, so this is a deep Billy bookcase. I think it's one of the double ones, but it's definitely deeper than this because it needed to account for all of the castle. It does look a little bit bare next to it now because I've got a Thomas Kincaid that isn't as tall, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that available space. But I'm really happy that the castle is built because it just makes the living room look so much better now. But that is it from me. Building that Lego Disney castle took up an entire 6 weeks of my life. It was all I thought about for a while, and I'm so glad that it is done. I do have another Lego set on the way which I would like to build with you. It's out in September, so you will probably see that video in October or November depending on how quickly I can build it. It's a much smaller set than this, so it won't take as long, but it just depends what I've got going on at the time. October is obviously going to be mostly Halloween content, but I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Comment down below whether you've got the old Disney castle, the new Disney castle, the miniature Disney castle that I once built on a vlog with my mom. I love all of the Disney castles and I can recommend any of them. This missing bricks and pieces thing only seems to happen to me because it happened with the Haunted Mansion one and it happened with this, so I wouldn't let that put you off. They do send you the pieces if you're missing them. It just slows you down a little bit. So thank you for watching, have a great week, and I will see you on Friday for a new video. Bye friends!